So today we are at a turning point. Revenue operations historically was a pipeline review kind of the process, but it is not there anymore. So let's imagine sales finally closes the deal, popping up champagne, giving high five, and what is happening in the organization at the same time. So it isn't a hype. It is what is already happening in the leading organizations today. And you still think it is a risk? No, the risk is standing still and not doing anything. What if your revenue operations run like a self-driving car, which is smooth, fast, and always on track? Ask yourself, are you there yet, or are you still stuck at the first gear in the silent systems, manual handoffs, and endless rework? Because there is a reality. Most organizations are still grinding through the fragmented quote-to-cash processes. And the result? Errors, delays, revenue leakages, and serious drag on the profitability. So today we are at a turning point. Revenue operations historically was a pipeline review kind of the process, but it is not there anymore. It is about seeing revenue as the one connected intelligent flow from the prospect coming in through the marketing, to sales, through all the quoting, through all the billing processes, to the payment and the revenue recognition. So what is the today B2B world like? It is long sales cycles, it's recurring revenue streams that we're building, and it is rising complexity. So in these conditions, revenue operations becomes the glue between sales, finance, and customer success. Not as the reporting function as it was before, but as the engine that is powering your scalability and assuring your predictable growth. This is kind of the shift that we are making right now. It's not about the theory on how to build things, on how to structure your revenue operations, not about the tools that we have to acquire and implement, but it is about integration and about the organization seamlessly working through all the divisions in one process. And this is the way we are reloading revenue operations to power the modern business. Let me tell you the story about the company, and I'm sure we all worked at that company one day at some point of our careers. So let's imagine sales finally closes the deal, popping up champagne, giving high five, and what is happening in the organization at the same time. Legal flags the contract. Finance struggles to generate the invoice. Billing is delayed, and customer is obviously confused. And what happens? Every team did their job, but they did the job in isolation. The customer experience broke. The money is left on the table, right? So what is happening if revenue operations is reimagined? So the team is aligned, systems are integrated, data is connected, forecasts improve, invoices are issued, money coming in on time, stock price up. And in fact, public companies who has adopted integrated revenue operations are outperforming their peers by 71% in average. So if you are in the revenue operations today, you are actually sitting on the most strategic lever of the business. And here is what the real revenue operation business unlocks for your business. So first of all, there is no more firefighting at the quarter end. So you have like the seamless view on all the pipeline and everything that is happening in your organization. So you get the seamless buying experience across different channels, despite of the fact what are your salespeople are selling and how they're doing this. Of course, you are getting more trust from the C-level people in the company, which means more support, more budgets coming your way. And you have a huge space of innovation with the new monetization models, because the systems that are integrated and working seamlessly together in the different areas of the business allows you to create products and bring them to the market fast. So basically, you are becoming the architect of growth, but not the person chasing CRM and fixing broken processes. So the revenue operations isn't just operations. It is a strategy of execution at scale. Do you still think that revenue operations is about aligning sales and marketing, the systems part? Or is it IT problem? No, the mindset, that is the problem. Modern revenue operations owns the process, owns the tech stack, and the data flow. So basically, guys, you are responsible for everything end to end. Silos don't work anymore. And if sales is the one system and your finance or ERP is another system, guess who suffers? The customer. And at the end, you are missing your revenue. If you are still manually switching things together, your organization just simply bleeding money and time. Today, revenue operation leaders must be fluent in the processes, platforms, and performance. This is where you are growing or you are losing the business. Think about your revenue process like a finely tuned production line, where you start with the lead, you go with the quote, providing the offer to the customer, then you are signing the contract, then billing comes into place, then you're collecting cash and renewing if it is a subscription. And of course, we don't forget about the revenue recognition as the essential part of the process. And each of these parts should be connected, optimized, and intelligent. So revenue operations is not reactive anymore. It's proactive, and this is a strategy how to align revenue driving teams into one seamless kind of continuous motion. And in order to enable this, of course, we need to make the mindset shift. So you are not coordinating, collecting information, and providing reports anymore. You are designing the agent that will seamlessly combine all these pieces of the process into one seamless production line. So what happens after we have streamlined our revenue operations engine? So we are moving from siloed tools into the unified systems, from the manual handoffs across different parts of the process into the seamless workflows that are working together as the process. From the friction anywhere in the organization to AI-enhanced decision-making, because there are multiple tools on the market that enable that today. From the confusion of the customers to the aligned teams working seamlessly on your side and providing the customer experience at the best. From unpredictable revenues and lost revenues into growing revenues and decreasing efforts to earn money. So it isn't a hype. It is what is already happening in the leading organizations today. And you still think it is a risk? No, the risk is standing still and not doing anything. Because in the new landscape, your revenue engine is either your differentiator or your bottleneck.